First half, 26-13, Cuba City on top of Belmont. The first free throw falls for Bethany Doherty. Now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. One more free throw coming up. 27-13, Cuba City. Second free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound, Lexi Rickers. Outlet pass to Raymaker. Raymaker in transition. Drives in, misses. Ball goes to Krantz underneath, puts it off the window, misses it again, now kicks it out. Kleteka for 3, and she got it. 27-16 is the score. 11-point lead for Cuba City. Rowe brings it up for the Cubans. Now dishes. Three-pointer is short. Fired up by Savannah Krieger, goes out of bounds. It'll be Belmont basketball the other way. Raymaker walks the ball up the floor for the Braves. 27-16. Kleteka has it on the left wing for Belmont. They're down 27-16. Minute 7 to go in the first half. Back over to Kleteka. Gives it over to Spangler in the corner. Dribbles off a screen. Now dishes out to Kleteka. She'll drive in. Lost the handle, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring Belmont. Brittany Taylor getting set to sub back in. And Krantz gets it underneath, powers it up, it goes out of bounds, last touched by Cuba City. (27-16), Cubans still leading. 43.6 seconds left. Inbounding baseline left. Belmont. Spangler has it on the right wing. Drives in. Lost the handle. That'll be a turnover on Belmont. It was stolen away by Tina Redfern. Really just fumbled right to Redfern for an easy steal. 27-16, Cuba City. 20 seconds left in the half. Rowe has it way outside near half court, stops her dribble. Passes it off to Krieger. Back to Rowe. Rowe shoots short. Rebound. Redfern put back. No good. Rebound this time goes to Belmont, and that'll do it for the first half. So 27-16 is the score after one half of play. Cuba City leading Belmont non-conference girls basketball. We'll be back with the Magnet Electric halftime report next here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same. We're not changing, we're growing with you. With 6 convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Minner Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
The agriculture programs at Southwest Tech offer a variety of career training in the areas of dairy, livestock, and mechanics. Pursue a degree in production agriculture to obtain diverse careers, including herd manager, farm equipment manager, custom operator, and more. Receive hands-on training through farm tours, operation, and management of the college's crop ground. Learn more at swtc.edu/ag. Southwest Tech. This is where you belong.
In Game 4.
Welcome back to the Magnet Electric halftime report. Rob Spangler here from Belmont High School tonight. Our score at the break, 27-16. Cuba City on top of Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. Halftime report again brought to you by McNett Electric. We want to thank some of our other sponsors tonight. They include Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Also, Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at coleacresgolfandgrill.com, proud sponsor. And Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and at appliedmicro.biz. Finally, Cuba City Collision and Repair. Cuba City Collision and Repair is recommended by a long list of satisfied customers. See Joel Groom, Ryan Cohn, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repair. We'll take another break. We'll look at halftime stats, also a check of the shoebox scoreboard. All coming up next, 27-16, Belmont trailing Cuba City at halftime in girls basketball here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 5.
Hey, welcome back to the halftime report. It's brought to you by McNett Electric. The score at the break is 27-16. The Cuba City Cubans on the road, leading Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. Let's take a look at our first half stats. First for Belmont, leading the way, Brittany Taylor with 5 points, 4 apiece for Jalen Leitzinger and Lexi Rickers. And Claire Klateca had a big three-pointer to round out scoring. Unofficially for Belmont, had them with 10 first half turnovers. Now for Cuba City, leading the way, Ashley Rowe leads all scorers with 10 points. 8 for Allie Moravitz, had a couple big three-pointers in there. Also a three-pointer from Savannah Krieger. 2 from Lola Dressler off the bench, and 1 from Bethany Doherty at the free throw line. And again, the score is 27-16, Cuba City on top of Belmont non-conference girls basketball. Another break. We'll continue the McNett Electric halftime report. We'll try and check out some scores on the shoebox scoreboard next here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 6.
And we're back on the McNett Electric halftime report. It is brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. We do have a scoring update on the shoebox scoreboard. Our game, 27-16, Cuba City on top of Belmont in non-conference girls hoops. We have a SWAL game taking place on our sister station, Extreme 107.1 tonight, and the halftime score, 16-10, a low-scoring affair there up in Fenimore tonight. Mineral Point leads Fenimore in girls hoops. Again, that's over on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. That's a quick check of the Shoebox scoreboard, brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. We'll continue and wrap up the McNett Electric halftime report next here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like rugs. People say a rug would really bring the room together. And sure, you don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Suddenly you're using words like jute and sisal. Then you see the price and lose it, because how can the thing you walk and spill on cost so much? So you devote your life to taking down Big Rug. But then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds. So, looks like Big Rug is safe. For now. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
In Game 7.
Rob Spangler here from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. McNett Electric halftime report is winding down. Second half tip-off in just a moment. 27-16, Cuba City, an 11-point lead over Belmont at the break. Our game is brought to you by Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's salutes our local athletes. They have over 40 years of professional friendly service. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Also, Bouse Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Sloan Implement, your John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at sloans.com. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts, Krantz do it Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. That's Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. At TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville, beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. One more sponsor, Cunis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Platteville. They power our audio stream. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. They're open Monday through Saturday. Head to Cunis in Platteville. Again, Cuba City with a pretty impressive first half. They have an 11-point lead, 27-16. A comfortable lead. We'll see if Belmont can push for a comeback in the second half. They struggle mightily offensively, but you got to give a lot of that credit to the tremendous defense of Cuba City, too. Inbounding at half court, it'll be Bethany Doherty for Cuba, who gets it into Rowe. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Quick pass into the corner to Allie Ingersoll. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Cuba City basketball. Inbounding it, Savannah Krieger in front of the scorer's table. Gets it into Moravitz. Guarded by Brittany Taylor of Belmont. Now passes off to Krieger on the right wing. Back to Moravitz. A near side pass to Doherty. Ashley Rowe looking to pull up, shoot the jumper, misfires, rebound taken by Zoe Wadig of Belmont. Clears out, passes it off to Brittany Taylor. Back to Wadig. Gives it back to Taylor. She'll square up from three. Missed it. Rebound. Boarded up by Cuba City. Moravitz lost the handle. It's loose on the floor. What do we have here? Officials discussing it. The ball did cross the timeline, so we'll see if it's an over and back. And that is what they call. They call an over and back violation on Cuba City. So it will be Belmont basketball. 27-16, that's still the score from halftime. Cuba City on top, 17:07 to play in this second half. Raymaker looking to drive the lane for Belmont. Throws it off the window all the way around and popped out. Now Raymaker rips the ball away, then loses it. It's on the floor. Now Leitzinger lays it up. She misses. Raymaker puts it back and finally gets it to go. It's been that kind of night for Belmont. The ball won't go in the basket, but they finally get it in after a third opportunity. 27-18. Cuba City up. Nice crossover dribble and a foul committed by Lexi Rickers on Ashley Rowe. Cuba City will inbound from the baseline. First foul charge to Rickers tonight. Off the inbound, Ingersoll gets it way out to Krieger. Krieger back to Rowe, looking to drive, and this is an offensive foul, and I agree with the official. There was a push-off from Ashley Rowe as she drove the lane. Yep, definitely saw that. It'll be Belmont basketball. 27-18. Cuba City on top by 9 with 16:22 to play. The second half, ball is loose, almost out of bounds. Rickers saves it. Now she'll drive the lane, throw it off the window, but miss. Rebound is boarded up by Doherty of Cuba City. And now Moravitz brings it up the floor. Pass to the corner to Ingersoll. Now they rotate top of the key to Doherty. And she is pressured and has it stolen by Wading. It's a turnover on Cuba City. Back out to Raymaker for three, and she got it. 27-21, all of a sudden Belmont within 6, and a timeout is taken on the floor by Coach Derby. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here and thank some of our fine sponsors. Belmont has come off to a hot start here in this second half, scoring on a 5-0 run to start the second half, so heck of a start. We'll see if they can keep it up. Our game brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center, their ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld, Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. And Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center in Monroe. Also, Edward Jones, Reeves Wealth Management of Platteville, and Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Well, this game's getting interesting, as they say. 27-21, Cuba City on top by 6, 15:48 to play here early in the second half. Still a lot of game to go. Cuba City, a very talented. Now another steal by Wadig. She'll take it all the way in. She's blocked out of bounds by Bethany Doherty. It'll stay Belmont basketball. It's another steal, though, by Wadig and Belmont. A couple nice ones there. Here to the corner. Raymaker, pull-up jumper, missed it. Rebound. Reach-in foul called on Raymaker. Tried to strip it away from Bethany Doherty. Give the ball back to Cuba City. Again, a 6-point lead still. 27-21, Cubans on top of Belmont here, 15:23 to play in the second half. Ooh, there's a steal. Brittany Taylor pulls it back out. Now passes down to Raymaker. Looking to direct traffic. Gets to the head of the wheel. Almost stolen, and it is. Picked off. That was tipped away by Ashley Rowe. Good defense. And stolen by the Cubans. Now Moravitz spins, draws a foul on Taylor. Maybe a reach-in foul. Lola Dressler comes in off the bench. Her name was Lola. And she subs in for the Cubans. She'll be coming in for Savannah Krieger. Dressler inbounding baseline right. Gets it in. Three-pointer by Ingersoll, no good, but Lola Dressler gets the board. Back out to Rowe. Layup, no good. Another offensive board by Ingersoll, no good, but does draw the foul. She'll shoot 2. Still 27-21. Cuba City. That foul is going to be on Brittany Taylor. Or no, I'm sorry, it's on Raymaker. First free throw is good by Ingersoll, and that she now has 4 points. Reagan Spangler comes into the game for Raymaker, who, picked up her 4th foul, so she's in a little bit of foul trouble. Second attempt is no good. Put back is no good. Still loose, and now Taylor comes away with it for Belmont. Then she lost the handle as it was stolen by Rowe. In transition, wide open 3, right wing, but it is no good. Fired up by Bethany Doherty. We have a whistle and a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Belmont here with 14:28 to go in the second half. 28-21. Cuba City on top by 7. Belmont basketball, 14:27 to play. Taylor brings it up for the Braves, being met by Moravitz at the timeline. Gets it out to Rickers. Rickers drives in, draws a foul. Going to be a reach in on Cuba City. I think Bethany Doherty picking up the personal there. Her second, team's 3rd of the second half. Belmont will inbound baseline right, throwing it in. Zoe Wadig goes into Reagan Spangler. She'll drive the lane, put it up in traffic, and score. Tough shot by Reagan Spangler, her first bucket. 28-23. Belmont within 5. Cuba City ball. Rowe looking to attack. Crossover dribble. Stops her dribble. Gets it back out to Moravitz. Back to Rowe for a 3. Missed everything. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Belmont basketball. Wadig gets it into Taylor here. She'll bring the ball up for Belmont. Passes it off to Rickers on the left wing. Rickers sails one over the head of Jalen Leitzinger out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Belmont. 28-23, Cuba City on top, 13:31 to play. And Rowe will bring the ball up the floor here for the Cubans. Rowe looking to attack. Drives into the lane, pull up, missed it. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor will bring the ball back for Belmont here. Swings it over to Wadig. Now to Spangler, left wing. Back out to Wadig. Looking to attack, has it stripped. They draw a foul. Or they call a foul, I should say. I believe it is on Lola Dressler. It is. That'll be her second, team's 3rd. So Wadig at the line, shoot 2. First one, no good. Hit the back of the rim and then bounced off. One more free throw coming up for Wadig. Second attempt is good. 28-24, Belmont within 4, 12:57 to play. Moravitz brings it up for the Cubans. Passes off to the near side, that would be Doherty. Now to Rowe. Rowe dishes it out to Moravitz. Back to Rowe for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, no good. Putback was by Ingersoll, but she missed. Now Wadig in transition. Takes it in herself. Throws it up. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Belmont. The Cuba City basketball. 28-24. Cubans up by 4. 12:25 to play. Second half. We've got a competitive one here in this second half. Cuba City has struggled mightily offensively here. Only 1 point so far in the second half. Now a drive and a foul called on Taylor. She tied the ball up, what I thought was forced a jump ball. The official says no, there was a foul. And actually looking to see who the foul is on. Doesn't look like it was on Taylor. Here comes a drive down the lane, but missing at that time was Savannah Krieger. Belmont gets the rebound. Rickers in transition just about lost her step. Now stops her dribble in the corner. Gets it inside to Macy Krantz. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Cuba City. 28-24. Again, Cubans by 4. 11:50 to go in the second half. Off a screen. Pass down to Moravitz. Jab step. Drives baseline left. Cut off. Back out to Rowe. Rowe drives the lane. Puts up the shot. Missed it. Rebound. Spangler. Nicely done. Gets it out to Rickers. Rickers in transition. Drives in. Gets it out to Wadig. Wadig stops her dribble. Now back over to Spangler on the right wing. Gets it back to Wadig. Cross-court pass. Rickers thought about a three. Drives in. Dishes. Spangler 4-3. Right wing. In and out. No good. Good look. Just couldn't get it to go. 28-24 still. Cuba City by 4. Moravitz looking to attack. Pulls back. Long two, and she hits. Finally, a bucket goes down for Cuba City. They've been a while. 30-24. They retake a 6-point lead now. That's their first field goal of the second half. Belmont playing some tight D. Rickers now has it on the left wing. Both teams really playing very good defense. Here comes Wadig driving around the perimeter left side. Lost the handle. It's stripped away. Picked off. Outlet pass. Moravitz in transition. Layup is good. 32-24. Back-to-back buckets by Moravitz. 10:16 to play. Second half. Belmont, actually both teams getting ready to make some substitutions here. Wadig has it out on the left wing. Gives it off to Taylor. Taylor, cross-court pass to Rickers. Rickers drives in, gives to Spangler. Spangler, she'll drive it. She'll take it all the way to the rim, but missed. Boy, good look. Just couldn't connect. On the other end, Lola Dressler layup no good. Putback is good. Good job of sticking with it. That's her first field goal. She has 4 points now. And it's 34-24, now back to a 10-point lead, and a full timeout is taken on the floor. Cuba City on top of Belmont. Back after this here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 8.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
In game 8.
.97.7 Country coverage of high school girls hoops. Belmont hosting Cuba City and a 10-point game, 34-24. Belmont had trimmed it to 4 points, but Cuba City flexing the muscle, getting back out to a double-digit lead here with under 10 minutes to go in the second half. Lateca has a way outside for Belmont. Gets it out to Brittany Taylor, cross court. over to Keismore. Annalisa Keismore who just subbed in for the Braves now at the top of the key. Taylor backs out. Gets it over on the left wing to Kleteka. Bounce pass now to Taylor. In the corner, Leitzinger has it stolen away. Pickpocketed. Cuba City ball the other way. 34-24. Cubans up. 8:56 to play. Rowe, top of the key, looking to attack. Goes to the rim. Missed it. Offensive rebound, though, by Doherty. Cuba now shoots from the top of the key. 3 for Krieger, no good. Another offensive rebound. That was Redfern. This one short. Redfern gets her second offensive rebound of the possession. Redfern is the shortest player on the court, and she has 2 offensive rebounds. That shows you it ain't always about height. It's about positioning. And she is running around underneath that hoop, getting in position. There's a foul and one as Krieger takes it to the rim and has a chance at a three-point play. She hit a 3 earlier and now has a chance at a three-point play at the line. 36-24, now a 12-point lead for Cuba City. That foul charge of Brittany Taylor. She'll come out of the game for a second as Raymaker subs back in. Second free throw is no good. Rebound taken by, or excuse me, not the second free throw. The first free throw is no good. Rebound taken by Raymaker. Gives it to Keismore in the corner, and she threw it away. Intended pass was for Leitzinger, but not real close. Crossover dribble by Rowe, gives it back to Krieger. Back to Rowe. Pass inside to Dressler. Good pressure defense by Wadig here. Got to be close to a 5-second count there. Gets it back to Ashley Rowe eventually at the top of the key. I didn't see any of the officials counting off a 5-second count, but certainly looked close to it. Driving the lane is Rowe, missed it. Throwing it back up was Redfern, then she gets her own miss. Now Krieger for 3. That one's going to go out of bounds. Missed everything. Some subs come in for the Cubans. Ingersoll and Moravitz off the bench. They'll come in for Redfern and for Lola Dressler. Belmont basketball pushing it up for the Braves. Raymaker passes it off to Wadig. Oh, Wadig traveled. Spangler checks back into the game for the Braves here. She'll come in for Keismore. 7:08 to play. Second half. 36-24. Cuba City by 12. Belmont had pulled within 4. But Cuba City now showing their resolve, pulling away a little bit here in the second half. Rowe, left wing. Gets it out, top of the key to Ingersoll. Back out to Rowe. Rowe looking to attack, spins, kicks it to a wide open Doherty. Misses the 3. Spangler the rebound, and she's looking to bring it up the floor quickly. And collides with Rowe and loses the ball. That'll be a turnover. Rowe, meanwhile, brings it back up the floor for Cuba. Three-pointer back iron, that's no good. Taken by Rickers, but then stripped back. Now a 3 by Moravitz is no good. This time, Raymaker comes away with it for the Braves. Gets it to Wadig. Wadig gives to Spangler, who drives in. Back out to Wadig. Wadig will drive the lane, throw it up, missed it off the glass. The ball goes out of bounds. They say off Belmont. I'm not sure about that one, but it'll be Cuba City basketball. 36-24, 12-point lead. Cubans, 5:55 to play. Second half. So Cuba City is looking to kind of salt this game away. Coach Derby directing traffic in front of his bench. Gives it to Moravitz. Moravitz looking to attack. Kicks it out. Redfern for 3. Got it! Trina Redfern's first bucket of the game, a three-pointer. Makes it 39-24. Cuba City's lead growing. Now Raymaker drives in. Kicks it out to Waiting. Waiting. Threw it away. Intended pass was for Rickers, but not accurate. 39-24. Cuba City on top, 5:15 to play in the second half. Off a screen, Moravitz for Cuba City looking to attack. Stops at the free throw line, kicks it out to Redfern. Now she'll shoot a three. That is going to miss everything. Go out of bounds. Still 39-24 Cuba City. Well, under 5 minutes to go. So if Belmont's going to come back, they're going to need to start to get something going offensively here. And Taylor lost the handle. That will be another turnover. Boy, the turnovers are starting to add up. I have 21 now unofficially. Just too many unforced errors on Belmont here. Yeah, and Cuba City will do that to you. Pressure defense. They play very aggressive, physical. Good athletes. So it's not all on Belmont, but some of the turnovers have been. Here comes Moravitz driving the lane, lays it up for two. Allie Moravitz has had a heck of a game. 14 points for her. I think she's leading all Cuba City scorers. Rowe might have more. Here's a pass to Taylor, who drives the lane and misses. The rebound is boarded up underneath by Ingersoll of Cuba City. 41-24. Cuba City on top now with 4:04 to play. Rowe has it outside. Ingersoll, little head fake, drives in the lane, puts it off the window and scores. Nice bucket by Ingersoll. 6 points for her now. As Rickers pushes it up the floor for Belmont. Passes to Taylor. Spangler in the left corner. Stops the dribble, passes it out to Leitzinger. Right side, Raymaker. Three-pointer, good by Rickers from the corner. Rickers now with 7 points. 43-27. 3:22 to play. Cuba City in command. Cross-court pass here to Redfern. Almost thought she might pop the three again. Passes it off to Doherty. Now it's stolen. Brittany Taylor, and she will lay it up on the other end for two. 43-29. Belmont within 14. Still have a long ways, or a lot of work to do with just 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. So not willing to say that Belmont has a chance to come back in this game, but they made it a little bit closer. Comes a dribble drive. No good on the shot attempt by Doherty. Rebound to Spangler. And Belmont is running the other way. It is Raymaker. Passes out to Rickers. Rickers drives, kicks to the corner. Spangler looking to attack. She'll kick it back to Rickers. Rickers now is fouled as she drives the lane. Non-shooting foul? No. Yeah, it's a non-shooting foul. Couple subs in for Belmont here. Claire Klateca and Macy Krantz. As Carson Raymaker will inbound baseline right for the Braves. Gets it into Rickers. Rickers drives in, pull-up jumper. Too strong. Rebound saved by Moravitz from going out of bounds. Foul on Rickers. 2:10 to play in this one, and that'll put Rowe to the line. That's the 7th team foul on the Braves, second against Rickers, but the 1-and-1 bonus in effect. And Ashley Rowe is at the line, and she hits the first. $11 points for Rowe. And that one's good too. 45-29, Cuba City. Raymaker crosses the timeline, hands it off to Plateka. Plateka gives it back. Now Taylor in the corner for the Braves. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Raymaker. It'll be Cuba City basketball. Turnover on the Braves. That's their 22nd unofficially. Ashley Rowe taking the inbound pass here. Guarded by Rickers. Gets it back to Krieger. Krieger drives in, lost a handle, taken away by Claire Plateka. Raymaker inside to Krantz, layup, no good, but man, that was a good look right there. That's what you want to do, as Krantz ran the floor very well, just couldn't connect. Moravitz brings it back up for Cuba City. Back to the point to Krieger. Back out to Moravitz. Moravitz hands it off. Once again to Krieger. 53 seconds left now to Rowe. Rowe looking to drive. Now kicks it out to Lola Dressler. I don't even feel like I need to say her last name. There's only one Lola. Driving in. Now the ball is picked off. A rare turnover on the Cubans. Just their 10th unofficially. That was a ill-advised pass from Savannah Krieger. Now driving the other way, it is Raymaker, puts it off the window, misses with 24 seconds left. And Rowe will slowly bring the ball up the floor for the Cubans. Gets it out to Lola. Now passes to Ingersoll. Back to Lola. 2 seconds, and that will do it. The clock runs out. Final 45-29. Cuba City defeats Belmont in non-conference girls hoops. We'll be back with the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show coming up next year on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
February is Kids' Ear, Nose, and Throat Health Month, and Grant Regional Health Center invites you to a fun, family-friendly celebration you won't want to miss. Join us on Wednesday, February 18th from 5 to 6 p.m. at Shriner Memorial Library in Lancaster. Meet Dr. Dale Chilson, an experienced ENT specialist with over 29 years of caring for kids and families. Kids can take home their own Stuffy the Bear. Plus, there'll be hands-on activities, giveaways, and enjoy a light meal and snacks. Pre-register for an extra door prize entry. Sign up online at grantregional.com.
I'm Todd Mitchell, Vice President, Retail Lending Officer at Mound City Bank in Platteville. Are you ready to start building that dream home you've always wanted? We'll be there for you through the entire process, from securing the loan when you find the perfect property to managing your construction loan. We keep the process moving so you can focus on making memories. Contact us at Mound City Bank at 888-622-6069. And let's get working on making your dream a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mound City Bank.
In Game 9.
Welcome back to the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. It's brought to you by our friends at Tri-State Roofing LLC. We want to thank some more sponsors: Coal Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City, CoalAcersGolfandGrill.com, and Applied Micro, your computer networking specialists in Platteville, Dodgeville, and at AppliedMicro.biz. Also, Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. And Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. Our final is 45-29, Cuba City knocks off Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. We'll continue the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show next. We'll look at postgame stats, plus we'll hand out our awards. We'll also have a check of the scoreboard, the Shoebox scoreboard. Right after this, you're on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM, Lancaster, Dubuque, Galena, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Watch live and archive H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In game 10.
We're back on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. Our final tonight, 45-29. Cuba City knocks off Belmont in non-conference play. Cuba improves to 14-6. Their conference mark obviously stays unchanged at 9-1. Belmont falls to 8-10. And again, their conference mark stays unchanged at 6-5. Let's take a look at our post-game stats. First, we'll start with Belmont leading the way for the Braves tonight with 7 points was Brittany Taylor and Lexi Rickers, both chipping in 7 points apiece. 5 for Carson Raymaker, 4 for Jalen Leitzinger, 3 for Claire Kliteka, 2 for Reagan Spangler, and 1 for Zoe Wadig. Unofficially for Belmont, had them with 22 turnovers for the game. Now for Cuba City leading the way with 14 points. Allie Moravitz, she led all scorers. Also in double figures, Ashley Rowe with 12. And then 6 points for Allie Ingersoll, 5 for Savannah Krieger, 4 for Lola Dressler, 3 for Tina Redfern on a 3, and Bethany Doherty chips in 1 point. And that rounds out scoring for Cuba City. Unofficially had them with just 10 turnovers for the game. Again, your final 45-29, Cuba City over Belmont, non-conference girls basketball. We'll hand out awards and take a look at that shoebox scoreboard next here on 97.7 Country on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing postgame show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Welcome back to the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. Our final 45-29, Cuba City knocks off Belmont in non-conference girls hoops. Looking at the shoebox scoreboard, we have a scoring update. 2 minutes left. The score is 40-25. Mineral Point on top of Fenimore in Swall girls basketball. That's over on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll take a look, or we'll hand out our awards here in just a moment. First, want to thank our sponsors, Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont, for all your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. And Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters Belmont. Also Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at coleacresgolfandgrill.com. All right, time to hand out the awards on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Our most valuable player, brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for your next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Our MVP tonight is Allie Moravitz. Great game. Hit a couple big three-pointers in the first half, had 8 points at halftime, chipped in another 6 in the second half to finish with a game-high 14 points. Allie Moravitz. And she's just a freshman, too, 5'5" freshman guard, leading the way for Cuba City. She is our MVP. Now, the scrapper of the game. It's the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. And our scrapper of the game, Ashley Rowe of Cuba City. She also was a double-figure scorer with 12 points tonight. She's a senior. And, of course, if you follow the Cuba City program and all the success they've had, she's been, again, obviously as a senior with this program the last 4 years, and just shows that grittiness and toughness you need night in and night out to keep winning. And now Cuba City is 14-6, and again, all alone in first in the SWAL at 9-1. They're a formidable foe once again, rounding shape towards the postseason. So that's our scrapper of the game. Again, Ashley Rowe of Cuba City. Now the Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. Well, the turning point was when Belmont was within 4 points in the second half. It looked like, boy, Belmont might actually come back in this one. They started 5-0, had a 5-0 run to start the second half, got within 4, and that's when Cuba City said, not on my watch, cranked up the defensive intensity, and really just outscored Belmont from that point forward to make it back a double-figure lead, and the closest it got from that point forward was 13. So it went from a 4-point lead to a 13-point lead, Cuba City expanding it, and just never looking back. That's our turning point of the game, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. All right, we'll take one more break and be back to wrap up the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show next. Our final 45-29, Cuba City over Belmont, here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Time to wrap up tonight's Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Once again, the final 45-29, Cuba City over Belmont non-conference girls basketball. That'll do it for us tonight. I do not believe we have any events tomorrow night or Wednesday. Not that we normally do Wednesday, sometimes Illinois games, but looks like we're off on our Queen Bee stations tomorrow night and Wednesday. Then we have wrestling on Thursday. Lancaster up at Fenimore should be a good one here on 97.7 Country. We'll keep you posted about the rest of our schedule throughout the week. You can always find an updated local sports schedule on AM 1590 WPVL.com, our ESPN sister station. By the way, you can catch the final seconds of the Fenimore Mineral Point girls game on Extreme 107.1 tonight. It's currently 42-28, Mineral Point leading Fenimore. That's on X1071 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So check that out with Tyler Dictanis. That'll do it for me, though. Rob Spangler from Belmont here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. One last time, the final, Cuba City 45, Belmont 29 in girls hoops. Have a great rest of your Monday night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.